Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Desi, and you're watching the Healing Playlist. This is a channel where I like to talk about music and sometimes healing and wellness. I tried conjoining that word together, but healing and wellness. Sometimes I talk about the subject separately, sometimes I tie them in today. And for today's video, we are going to tie in the two subjects. So for today's video, we are going to talk about on how SZA's music, in particular Control, helped me heal. So Control dropped in the year 2017 under TDE record, and in all honesty, I didn't hear SZA beforehand. I heard her up into the Control album. And of course, once I found out the artist she was, along with the label she was tied to, I was a fan and did my work or did my research when it came to her music beforehand. So the album is listed over 14 songs. The album in whole is time length for 49 minutes. So as you imagine, that's a whole hour to listen to this record and really deep dive into her emotions. But to sum up her music, I would label it as being vulnerable. And I love that about her music is that she's vulnerable. She admits it to whichever era she's in, along with the way she's able to sing, the way she's able to tell a story, the producers that she's had it. Like her music is just so it's so healing, and I truly feel like she's like the Princess Diana in a way. She's like the people's princess is because you've seen her if you've seen any of her interviews, she's just so interpersonal and makes so time. So I believe she's just the overall like good artist within her music and overall like a good person outside of this. So one song that now that I'm older, because 2017 next year it'll be 10 years since the Control album has dropped, and that's so crazy. Time is flying. But one song that I'm consistently listening to right now and is making more sense to me now that I'm older is 20 something. And it's just a reminder of how your 20s are you want all your friends that are there, you want everything that you have that is good for you to carry on up into your 30s. And now that I'm in my 30s and time has passed by, it sucks because a lot of things that you wish were around, or along with things that you do know, is that sometimes you ignorance is bliss, and sometimes you don't want to know a lot of things. And the people that you're in your inner circle eventually will have different priorities, so they can't hang out with you as often, along with like moving to different cities, so it separates you from your friends. So that is one thing that I'm looking back and has really helped me within these past few months. And it's nostalgic because, of course, listening to it, it reminds me of when I was 20, and now that I'm in my 30s, it's just like, oh my god, like I can't believe it. Another song is Broken Clocks. I think that song, even the title, is just so funny. Like, you want time to be still, and in a way it is, but all the clocks you have in your house are broken. Like, like I think that's funny about the title is that it's it's a song that you wish time can be still, but unfortunately it's not. And even with the lyrics is, oh my god. Okay, no, I'm not gonna about to sing. So we're about to end that real quick, but I we'll just leave that there. Another song that really touches my heart is Drew Barrymore. So she actually wrote the song about going to a party for a guy. She like was so happy to see him, rose up to this party only for him to talk to this other woman and or be with this other woman, and of course that broke her heart. And so in the song Drew Barrymore, she's talking about how this girl is so perfect, how she's ended up like crashing out at the party just because didn't end up with the guy that she went there for, which is also kind of messed up too, because it's like, why would a guy invite, I don't know, the whole story behind it, it's like, if you're the guy who invited SZA to this party, it's like, why would you invite her if you invited another girl? Like, that makes no sense. Like, why? That's a like bad P era, like bad pimping, like bad pimping, like what, like all the way around. But basically showing a vulnerability that sometimes you don't get what you want, and sometimes what you want is in particular in a person. And although like I'm not dating right now, and I can't think of course, like there, I know like back in middle school, I want to say that that had happened to me where I really wanted this guy. I went to a kickback and he ended up making out with my friend. So it's like, damn, like that's like, but just like having the nostalgia back then of like wanting someone, and you just carry on with life. That's even with people. There's also some things like sometimes you might really want a job and that you're applying for and go through with this job interview and hope you get it and you don't end up getting it. Well, take it as a blessing, take it as something that wasn't meant for you. And same thing with like the person like says it was writing the song about, is that yeah, they didn't end up together, but obviously it's ended up benefiting her because she's so successful, and we're talking about her music now. Along with Supermodel, that is such a song to listen to. Like whenever I feel that I'm not enough, I'll listen to it because it's like how is it that I can try for something and I don't feel up to par. I don't feel like I'm my best for it. And it's also, I think, a good thing. I think it's okay to have bad days. I think it's most importantly, if you're having a bad day, to jump out of those days, because you don't waste too much time on focusing on the negative, being sad about something. And that's pretty much what I do with Supermodel, is with whether it's like with my work, or if it's like with like something that I feel like I'm not good at, or something that I can't be able to like complete, is that song. It just makes me more understanding, and in a way it's also like me being kind to myself that okay, it's not going where you want, but that's okay. And so the last album she dropped was SOS Deluxe Lana. And this song is, I believe, a two disc. Is it two disc? Yeah, it's a two disc. In total, she has like 40 some songs on it. And in total, it's hours is 2 hours and 4 minutes. So there's a lot of songs that she has on this album. One song that I really lean to is when I'm in a chill mood, or sometimes when I get like a little anxious and I need something to tone me down and meditate me and bring me back to earth, is Chill Baby. Chill Baby is such a cute little song. Its tunes, along with the way her tone is throughout the song, it's very calming and reassuring. That it's basically a calm the hell down song. Like that's the way I look at it. Is like calm the hell down. Like you'll be okay. Like you're just a baby. Like chill out. Along with Drive. I love, so the song is something that I've always wondered if people do, and this is really silly. This sounds really silly, and it might be really silly, but when I go through it, I will drive, and I haven't done this in a while actually because I moved to a new city. But when I'm going through something, or when I need to clear my mind, I will sometimes drive to unknown destinations, and somehow I'll find my way home. That's a weird part of it too, is that a lot of the times I get lost, but sometimes I find my way, or a lot of times I do find my way home, and I do it to clear my mind. And that's basically the whole song of Drive, is going out for a drive, wanting to clear your mind. And so I'll play that song when I would drive, and just to clear my mind, is I would listen to that song. And of course I'll listen to it too, like if I'm just driving to, like, I don't know, like wherever. And that's a good drive song to actually it's funny, it's like the title and like what the actual like action is, like you drive while listening to Drive. Like it just sounds so funny. But that's a good song that I really enjoy. And I think for the last song that I'm going to talk about, what song will it be? Good Days. So Good Days was that it's kind of one of the oldest songs. I want to say it dropped in like 2022, 2023. I might be wrong, but it dropped like maybe a year or two before Lana had dropped. And when SZA was discussing about the song, what gave her inspiration was the passing of her grandmother. And in case you didn't know this, SZA was very close to her grandma, I believe through her mom's side, so it was her mom's mom. And unfortunately, she passed away.